So I got the shade Gelato. It's not in there. Hey guys, welcome back. So got another new at the drugstore video for y'all today, and today's all about new goodies from Hard Candy. So I have a lot of stuff sitting in front of me, so I'm gonna run through the different things, show you some swatches, let you know my thoughts on these products, and just do a little what's new at the drugstore video. So let's get to it. So first I wanna start with these guys. These were kind of little stinkers to track down because some Walmarts in my area didn't even have like a spot in the display for them. Some would show that they had them in stock, but then I would go there and they didn't have them. Well, I ended up finding them at one store and these were in clearance. So I got these two for $2, which these are brand new products. They retail for $9, but I guess for that particular store, they weren't gonna be carrying them, but they'd randomly gotten a shipment of them. That's why they originally couldn't find them. So anyway, long story short, that's why I got these other two colors, is just because they rang up for $2 and I thought, why not? So what are these? Let's talk about them. These are the Hard Candy Just Glow Baked Highlighting Trios. So this first one is Rooftop Rendezvous 1334. So this is the one that I really wanted the most. So it's got kind of like a pinky color in there, a golden sort of a color in there, and then kind of a duochromy white. It does come with a brush. It's kind of stuck down with little sticky stuff. I really, really like the brush. Like, this is a totally functional, really good highlighter brush. So I'm super impressed with the brush. It's kind of like a tulip shape, kind of a domey, long tulip shape sort of a brush. It's really pretty. So I don't know about these, basically. Like, I'm wearing this one. I have it on my face right now, and I think it's pretty. I'll show you swatches in just a second, but let's just run through the different things. Okay, so nice brush. I do like the brush. Pretty packaging. It's a little bit bulky, but still pretty. I think it's kind of nice with the little, you know, star bursty things going on there. It's cute. It looks pretty in the pan. I like the white packaging. So that one is Rooftop Rendezvous. So that's the first one that I got. The next one that I got is this one. This is Cruisin' the Coast 1332. So this one's kind of peachy and then has a very yellowy highlight in the middle. There's that one. And then the last one that I got is Meet Me in Tahiti. So this one's kind of the more bronzy and golden sort of one. So again, I mean, I like the brush in all of them, but let's go through the different colors and I'll show you swatches because these are just not very pigmented. I'm really disappointed because I was super excited to track these down and find them, and I'm just not blown away by them. So this one over here is Rooftop Rendezvous. That white, like, just really doesn't show up well at all. This one is buildable. This one's pretty good, but overall just not thrilled with that one. So that one is Rooftop Rendezvous. The next one is Cruisin' the Coast in the middle. The goldy, like the super goldy yellow in the middle, super yellowy gold is what I was trying to say. In the middle is pretty. I like that one, but the others are just not super duper exciting. One of them is really kind of shimmery and sheer. That one right there is just kind of more, just more little bits of glitter and not very much color behind it. So not in love with that one, other than that shade in the middle. I like that one. And then last is that one, which is Meet Me in Tahiti. So it's kind of more of a bronzy one. That one's really pretty. This is okay. I was thinking I could maybe use this as bronzer, and I think I might be able to, but just, you know, I'm not thrilled with it. Especially, you know, $9 retail price. It's just kind of like, I don't know. I do still want to track down the silver one, and I'll let you know what I think about that one. Maybe it'll be more pigmented, but these overall, I'm not jumping up and down over them. Then there are new and or re-release, however you want to look at it, Fox in a Box. There used to be Fox in a Box blushes from Hard Candy years ago. I don't remember if I ever owned any of those, but they were like two-sided blushes, I think, but they were in little boxes and they were called Fox in a Box. So super cute to see them back. So now they have different ones. I didn't get the golden highlight, but I got the other four. So first off, there is this guy. This is Girl Boss. So it's kind of a highlighter. So it is the cute little box sort of packaging. It is bulky, I mean, so that's kind of the negative to it, but it is super duper cute. So that is that one. This is Girl Boss. So she's like tatted up and has a really cool skull shirt on. She's got glasses, super duper cute. So that one's a highlight one. It's supposed to be scented like vanilla frosting, but it's more like baby powder. So that one's more like baby powder. Next is Party Girl. That's what this one looks like. So this is the kind of bronzer. This is supposed to be scented like chocolate, and it definitely is. Less like sweet chocolate and more like cocoa, like you opened a jar of cocoa. Let me show you the outside box on this one. So that is what that one looks like. Adorable. I'm gonna get myself confused here in a second, but I'm trying to keep it all straight. Then we have Uptown Girl. This one is kind of more of a peachy one, both in tone, and it's supposed to be in scent too. And yes, this one smells good. It's not super fragrant though. Like I really have to get my sniffer down there to really tell. But it does smell like peach. It smells nice, but it's not, ooh, there goes the thingy. It's not overly scented. So if you're sensitive to scents, I think you'd be okay with this one. So that's what that looks like. Adorable. And then lastly, we have the kind of strawberry one, which is Girl Next Door. And I'm about to show you swatches. And this one is supposed to be scented like strawberry. And yes, this one is, the chocolate is the most scented. This is probably the second most scented. Let me show you that one. So that's what that one looks like. Super cute. So now let's go through the swatches. So right down here is the highlighter one, which is Girl Boss. So it doesn't look super pigmented in a swatch, but on the face it's really pretty. It is a more subtle though highlight. It's more natural looking, so if you like that kind of more natural baked highlighter look, I think you'd like it. But if you like a wha-bam highlight, you'll probably be disappointed in it. I still like it, but it'll be more for kind of subtle makeup days. Then next is Party Girl. Love this bronzer. It's kind of a rosy toned bronzer. It blends really nicely onto the skin. It wears well. It's that kind of like blush bronzer duo sort of a situation, so it's very versatile. I love it. That's my favorite of the ones that I got. Love, love, love the bronzer. Then Uptown Girl is this peachy one. It's very light. Like that is about as much as I can get it built up. So it's super duper light. I do have that on my cheeks today, but it's more kind of mixed with the bronzer just because it's so light. It's just a very, very light peach. So I think for most people, it's gonna be a highlighter and a more subtle highlighter. It's not super duper pigmented. So that one's not my favorite. If I were to like go back knowing kind of my experience with it, I probably wouldn't get that one. And then lastly, we have Girl Next Door, which is the really pretty kind of shiny pink. Kind of reminds me of MAC's Just a Wisp, but this is like a deeper pink. But it's got that glow to it. Really pretty. I like this one a lot. So my two favorites would be these, but I also kind of like the highlighter too. And I'll still use this one, but it's just not my favorite. But overall, I like these much better than those trios. So I would say these seem nicer and more pigmented as a general rule, and cuter packaging. I like the packaging better on them. Then they have really fun glittery eyeshadows. These are the Glitteratzi Liquid Sparklers. And it says, make it rain glitter. Glitteratzi Liquid Sparkler is an all-over glitter top coat that can be applied to eyes, lips, or anywhere you choose to dazzle. Apply one coat for a sheer layer of sparkle or two coats for full impact liquid glitter. Use alone, mix and match, or layer over other makeup. So I got the shade, what shade did I get? Star. 1325 Star. So I do have this on my eyes today, but I have it layered with something else that I'm about to mention to you. So I didn't get one that I could use. Well, I guess I could technically use this on my lips, but they also had kind of pinky colors, and I didn't get one of those, but I'm kind of debating it now because I really like this. This one is kind of a duochrome sort of a color, so it's sort of purpley bronzy, but then has kind of like a golden shift to it, but then also something else, like something else going on there, but I really like it. Like it's one of those weird, funky, amazing sort of colors. Like it almost looks slightly green, like old gold green, kind of a shift to it. Really like it. I found it to be definitely buildable as they described. Like one coat is kind of more sheer glitter, but then it can definitely be built up and be more intense. I find that this wears well. So I'm excited to get a more pinky color or just something more, you know, something like I would wear on my lips, something like they had pinky colors, they had kind of a duochrome light color. So I want to get one of those to try on my lips. But on the eyes, really impressed with it. I really, really like it. I think it's fun. Kind of reminds me of like the Wet n Wild liquid shadows or the Stila. Probably more like the Glimmer and Glow, maybe. Kind of a cross between the Glimmer and the Glitter, because it's not super duper glittery. It's got more of kind of that metallic base to it, but it does have glitter in it. It's just fun. I really like it. And they have plumping lip glosses. So these say Plumping Serum, and that's all I see. Plumping Serum. Oh, Volumizing Lip Gloss. That's their name. Plumping Serum Volumizing Lip Gloss. And I got the shade Cakewalk. So really pretty packaging to it. It's very kind of like catches the light and just really fun. I like the packaging a lot. So I do have this on today, but I do have it on with Tawny just to kind of add a little bit of like shape to it. So I've worn this several times. Love the scent of it. It's very like cake, dessert, vanilla scented. So smells yummy. And it does have that kind of, I was trying to kind of like decide, is it more tingly or more cooling? And I really feel like it's kind of right in between. It's not super duper cooling, but I also feel a little bit of it, like at this point I just feel cooling, but I feel like when I first apply it, I almost feel a little bit of tingle, but at the beginning. But it's not like intense, it's not unbearable, but it does, you know, have a little something going on. Do I feel like it plumps? Yeah, I mean, maybe a little bit, but not like anything significant. But I do think it's a nice glossy look on the lips, so it does have that kind of, you know, plumped look to your lips when they look glossy. They just sort of naturally look a little bit more plumpy. So I like this. This is kind of a sheer, sparkly. It does have sparkle in it from what I can see. Yes, definitely has sparkle. So this is kind of like a neutral light peach color. Like a nudie light peach. It's very pretty. And the last thing I have to show you is an eyeshadow palette, this one right here. I also did pick up this guy. So they have one that is shimmery and matte together. I didn't get that one because I didn't hear good things about it. So this one is stuck down. So clearly I haven't used the little brushes in there. I was going to get those out before they fell, but they're still attached. So this one is not new, so I'll just swatch a couple of shadows for you. I do have this on today. I think this was new like last year or something, but I just got it just to try it because I had heard not good things about the other one that's technically like new. So I got this one instead to be able to pair with the other one. I'm babbling. What is this called? This is the Look Pro Matte Eyeshadow Pro Palette. So it's a really nice collection of matte colors. I think this is overall pretty good. I do definitely think these shadows are ones that you kind of have to get down into because kind of first pass they're not very pigmented, but once you kind of get down further into them, they're very nice. And I think these make great companion shadows for this next palette I'm about to show to you. And then also just with other shimmery shades like the glitter, what are they called? Glitteratzi. This would make a great companion palette for that. So as you can see, like once you get down into it, it's nice. It's very pigmented. But when you first go to use it, don't be disappointed. Just kind of know you have to kind of like get down in there a little bit because it seems to have that kind of like top layer of something that you got to kind of get through. But this guy is really the standout favorite for me. This is a new product. This is the Galactic Eyes palette. Look Pro Galactic Eyes palette. So this is what the packaging looks like. This is kind of raised, really pretty looking. It is a little bit bulky, so I would love if it were just a little bit thinner. It does come with a little two-sided tiny brush, which I love tiny brushes, so this is nice to have that in there. So this is just a really fun collection of shimmery shadows. So I have this one on today on my lids over the Glitteratzi, and then I have just a little bit of this on kind of the inner part of my lid. So this is what it looks like. The interesting thing about these shadows, they're kind of like the ColourPop texture of the Super Shock shadows, kind of like that, but these over here, you can tell I like really kind of manhandled those because, especially that one, because these seem creamier and more spongy in texture than the rest of them. So that's kind of weird to me. But overall, I love this palette. It is shimmery and fun and catches the light. These wear really well. I don't find these hard to use. I think because they are kind of that ColourPop sort of kind of spongy sort of texture, and then especially those two are even more spongy. They really adhere to the eyes really well and wear well. I don't find that they get glitter all over my face. So I'm super excited about this palette. I love it. I think it's a lot of fun. I think it's got some fun colors in here if you've wanted just kind of a fun companion palette just for like date night or a party or something. It's just a good time. I love it. So I'm really impressed with this. I think this was $9 or $10. So it's a little bit up there, but I still think definitely worth the money. I think it's really nice quality. Well, it's now later in the day, but I realized that I totally forgot to show you this product earlier, and I really like this, so I wanted to mention it to you. These are the Cashmere Silks, and they are described as demi-matte cream lip colors. Says, dare to bear with Cashmere Silk. Dress your lips in a demi-matte finish available in an array of cream-neutral colors suitable for all skin tones. The hydrating, silky smooth texture and teddy soft applicator will have you saying bye-bye to your lip balm. Start by applying your gloss on the middle of your lips and smooth outward. So I got the shade Gelato. It's not in there. This is just the outside packaging. I'm like, look, I got Gelato. There it is. Nope, that's just the box. But I like the box, so that's why I'm holding it up for you to see what it looks like. It's like a pretty, it almost looks like leather kind of a look to it. So I like the box. I like the actual like container itself. It's kind of a flat, skinny sort of lip glossy sort of container to it. So yeah, and it is kind of a soft doe foot applicator. It's kind of a skinny, tiny, flat doe foot applicator. And this particular color looks like it's gonna be purple, but it might just be the applicator itself. It looks kind of like it's gonna be a purpley color, but it ends up being, I already had it swatched, so I don't know why I'm re-swatching it for you, but I'll just add another layer for you. So Gelato is kind of like a neutrally mauve-y color, so I am wearing it right now. I've been wearing it today, but I reapplied it so you can see what it looks like when you first apply it. And I do have it on with a lip liner to kind of help, you know, like the shape of my lips. But really pretty kind of deeper neutral mauve color. Really, really pretty. So texture-wise on these are hard to describe. They're kind of like a lip lacquer, but they're a little bit more gel-like than a lip lacquer, so they don't feel quite as heavy on the lips. They feel more gel-like and kind of more hydrating on the lips. So they feel really nice on the lips. They don't stick around very long, like they do kind of wear away, but I like the way that they wear away. They wear away pretty evenly. They leave behind just a little bit of a stain. So they seem like a pretty like neutral, the whole range is very neutral, so they seem like a very neutral, low maintenance, hydrating lip product. So yeah, around $6, good neutral range of colors, and I think they're just a nice, hydrating, comfortable, low maintenance lip product. I really like them. All right guys, so those are all the goodies that I have to show you today. So a quick little wrap up on my standout favorites. I would definitely say the pink blush. I think this is pretty. I really like this one. Like I said, it reminds me of Just a Wisp, but just a little bit deeper. So I really like that one. Love the bronzer in Party Girl. This is probably my standout favorite of everything. I just think it's so pretty and fun. Love, love, love this. Really like the Glitteratzi. I think this is a fun time. Y'all know I love me some shimmer, and this is a shimmery good time. And then also in the shimmer family, love this palette. I think it's nice quality and a fun time and just makes me happy. And then overall, not impressed with the Little Baked Trios. So those would probably be the flop of the group for me. So hope that you guys really enjoyed this video and I hope it was helpful for you. Please hit a thumbs up if it was. Let me know down below if you've tried any new goodies from Hard Candy. What do you think about them? I would love to know your thoughts and opinions. Ask me any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!